Lucina, sorry, is so consistent in covering everything and being a bit of an anchor, always there with that early killing F smash, always there with those nice fair.
Well, let's see how the new composition works out as we're having a little bit of a Fire Emblem party. 2 Corins, a Lucina and a Lost Frog. We are back on, what you call it, Paladin's Temple Omega, a comfort stage for the blue team.
Yes, exactly, classic. Even though most of the country has switched to just using the regular final destination, as in fact most people everywhere are by now doing. You'll very rarely see in majors Paladin's Temple Omega being used. This is a comfort and a favorite for many of these players here.
Especially the older school, you know.
What you can already see going on is them separating the 2 Corins and beating them head on. Apparently,
that's what you want because they're so slow on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, get them some shoes or whatever. And that's why I think it's pretty strange that the blue team would let them go here, because there's so much space, and I think Corin does better in cramped spaces because of amazing range, but not so amazing mobility.
Yeah. You can see so far what they really want. The green team obviously wants to have them separated and wants to ledge trap them both separately. But the 2 Corins, they want to be in the center of the stage together.
And we got an up air and the counter coming through to take the first stock on both of the green teams, while the blue team is still sitting pretty. And now you got a bit of trouble because Corin is amazing at walling people out. So if they can stick together, they can extend this lead real far.
Oh yeah.
But sticking together is not working out. We got space on one side as Ramses kicks back towards him.
Yeah, and iStudying is definitely going after Ramses right now. The reason is he has a beautiful percent for those 50-50s with, for instance, down throw or down tilt.
Yeah, and so meanwhile, we got Gregs handling space with an F smash.
Exactly, because almost everything of Lucina will kill at that point when Corin is at 160. So it's a nice little unspoken teamwork going on there.
So Ramses is the last one remaining with 3 stocks, and as I said it, he instantly gets swiped by that up tilt from Lucina. Such amazing range, but even though the stocks are even, percents aren't even close, so we should be seeing AK on the green team pretty soon. We got throw combos from the teams, and the angle of the forward throw looked pretty good for that. And
meanwhile, Space has been manhandling iStudying, just reading his movements so well, which we saw previous teams not very good at. Again, getting the normal get up on reaction with his Nair, just extraordinary ledge trapping capabilities from Corin too.
Yeah, so and that all led to 2 more stocks vanished from the green team. We got both of them at last stock low percent, and really only Space has quite a bit percent of him on the blue team. But Ramses is looking really solid. Do you think he has some kind of stock tank team role designation, or is this just how the crumbles?
Nah, that was accidental. I don't think that it has been laid out that way.
Yeah, because the roles, of course, aren't so clear when you're both playing the same character.
Yeah, exactly. God knows they have a lot of discussion amongst themselves about their roles and exactly what they're doing. So there certainly is almost certainly good ideas behind what they're doing.
And whatever they're doing, it's working out beautifully. 4 stocks remaining, and the green team is out.
That is quite an opening statement. But the other great thing about iStudying and Gregs is that they both have quite a few characters they can elect to go in doubles. So it's very likely they may at least be considering switching characters.
So where do you think they would switch to?
Well, iStudying has his Cloud, but he probably won't use that. It's more likely, I feel, that Gregs might elect to go Sheik, especially because Sheik is pretty good versus Corin, and especially Ramses has a bit of trouble with Sheik. So that's the most likely switch.
They're gonna try one more time with the Lucina, at least one more time,
yeah,
as they instantly again start working on splitting the blue team up. We got Space on the left, and Ramses runs over from the right, because they know they are in big trouble when they get split up. That's when they can lose. When they're together, it's going to be real difficult for the green team. So again, blue team split up, and I think we got Space as the front man, and Ramses is the one who keeps an eye on everything, because he is the one who always instantly chases back when they're split up, with either a kick or just the laughable deck speed of Corin.
And I feel there is a bit of a switch up in the strategy of the green team, because earlier we saw iStudying trying to go really deep with his gimps, whereas last time they just wanted to separate them and keep stage control. This time it feels like iStudying is confident in this matchup and just wants to get those gimps and early kills.
Well, it makes sense because they got handled in game 1.
Yeah.
You might look for a bit of a switch up in terms of tactics. Oh, beautiful confirm by Space.
Yeah.
Just a small hit of the paralyzer. Doesn't finish the bite. It gets it back air.
That is some character knowledge, and of course wonderful execution of that reverse aerial rush.
And that's unfortunate for Gregs, man. I don't know when it happens or why it happens, but sometimes you get pinned and you get hit by the tipper, but you don't get stuck to the ground, even though Corin does. That's a bit of fun. Oh, excellent play by the green team. First they shield break. They get the stock of the one who tries to protect, which leaves the one who shield broke completely open.
Beautiful job. That's going to get them back into the game. So let's see what they're going to pull out now.
Yeah, the real question is, why aren't they in the lead after such a play, man? The blue team is so solid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a bit of a footstool there of their own.
Okay. Young blue team is back together, staying in the middle, but Space gets sent up. Okay, big damage on Gregs once again, but they got even more damage on the blue team in the meanwhile. They're doing a very good job of splitting them up now. Look at that, look at that. They were behind at the start of all their second stocks, and now we got Space in such a high percentage.
Yeah, but the scary thing about Corin is that she also kills incredibly early. And even though iStudying and Gregs have been really good at covering each other, they don't do as much damage.
Yep. Excellent play by Gregs there, reading the air dodge. No, he was pressured by having his teammate right behind him on the ledge. You gotta make a move, because you don't want to ledge scrub your teammate. So smart stuff there. Space first one to hit, final stock. And Ramses is gonna be the second one after, I think he comboed of one of the blue team.
Yeah, exactly. Space was so busy trying to edgeguard and ledge trap iStudying that he accidentally hit Ramses halfway across the stage, and that cost him a stock.
Yeah, because of course, even though you're paralyzed, you do get some kind of knockback if people don't capitalize on it. Which has always been really weird to me, you know, you kind of expect people to just drop after being paralyzed, but not in this game, I guess. Oh, excellent fake out. Pins Gregs, kicks towards iStudying. Smart stuff.
Ooh, a nice counter there, just slowing down their gameplay, just like when it seemed they had a little bit of momentum.
And now it's up to Gregs to keep his final stock. Ramses is going for a counter there instead of an up air.
Right, rolling into the ledge, recognizing Gregs as being extra
look
defensive.
at that! Did you see how he got swiped from two sides? It was like an updraft, you know, just what? So that leaves everyone at their final stock after Gregs got taken out. A bit of a lead for the green team, obviously, as there's not too much damage on Gregs quite yet, but the Corins are juggling him.
Oh yeah. And again, it could happen any moment. There you go, so much damage just with one neutral B connecting.
And such fantastic angles for comboing people upwards as well, man.
Oh, this is a bad situation. Oh, they get out with perfect synergy and utilizing those up Bs. One going straight to the ledge early and the other one broad and around it.
And they have to keep these stocks, man. As soon as one of the Corin drops one, it is over because both of them are in kill percent.
Yet it is really not an exaggeration to say that iStudying is in kill percent too with this range on the Corins.
Fair enough. Only Greg seems to be outside of immediate danger, assuming he's not gonna get tippered, of course. Okay, they got Space all alone, but Greg chooses to keep Ramses at bay instead.
Yeah. Oh, up throw, not gonna do it.
Next one though, might want to pummel a bit, but that's very dangerous when the other guy is still in the field. Watch for that kick. Up throw, not gonna do it.
Oh, and we're gonna a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, man, a double KO on both sides, a kick and I think it was an up throw. Leaving two Fire Emblem characters duking it out, both a kill percent. And it is gonna be what typically would be the lower seeded of the two Corins.
Yeah.
They're not that far apart anyway.
And they have their differences too.
Oh wow! Oh wow! 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 That is so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Well, it was a good play by Ramses. You know, it wasn't jank or anything, but you know, you feel bad after you get hit by that.
Exactly.
So I gotta play. I'm gonna send one more guy your way.
Go ahead. Now that's a favorite ledge option of Corins, of course. Covers so much. Make sure you aren't trumped, and if the opponent does try to trump, like here, some very bad things might happen. Ramses especially uses a lot, and why not? It's remarkably safe too. You saw before, it's so easy to spot dodge after the dare, and scouting potential punish attempts. So exactly the clutch play that they needed at that moment. It looks like they bring it right back to Palutena's tempo. Oh, mega. And now I'm being joined by Mr. S1.
I'll join my boy Tom, of course. So we're already 2-0 up here for Ramses and Space.
Yeah.
So it's not looking like a reset right now, but blue team, or I mean green team, might be able to do something against it.
Yeah, you never know. We saw the first game that really got manhandled. iStudying and Grex tried to be really consistent, keep the two apart. It didn't really work so well. And last game they almost won just by going a little bit more rogue, trying to find Gims, early kills, and they did succeed at in places.
Yeah, it's hard playing close combat against double Corrin, right? Since they both have, wow, that footstool just doing it right there. Not sure if it was intended, but a kill on 55, we take it.
Let's take it. This might be exactly what they need.
And that's something that Greninja does have against Corrin. He has this back air that's able to drag her down, and he's able to do a hydro pumper as well. So he's able to get her in very uncomfortable positions. So. And so does Lucina actually, with a good back air, good counter as well. But I'm liking this control that Ramses is showing there at the ledge, and then Space being on the other side as well.
Yeah. Corins are very good, these two, at ledge trapping, especially doing a lot on reaction. Of course, lots of moves that cover a lot. So instead of just throwing people off stage, they pressure them off stage, force them to go to the ledge, and then try to extend with some more ledge trapping too. And it's been working out so well.
Yeah, like most time in this game has already been at the ledge for like both teams.
Yeah.
Like green team has just been going in on blue team there.
And game one Space was very good at calling out iStudying's movement. So you see iStudying keeping it back a little bit more. He definitely can't move and jump around as much as he usually does, at least the last few sets.
Oh, and iStudying already on 169%. The blue team really has to close out this stock because it just keeps adding up here.
Yeah.
And the same for Grex actually.
Yeah, got a stock lead. And this is crucial, especially Lucina with Rage is dangerous.
Seems like the blue team is showing some adaptation here.
There you go.
And the stock getting taken by the up air.
Reading that jump.
And that's something that's really good about, getting a team kill there. That's something we didn't like to. But you know, he was 130%, so you're able to get away with that. The green team showing a lot of control near the edges.
Oh yeah. They want this game, man. They want to put one on the board. Definitely not time to
and another back air not being able to tech there. And it's so hard to tech the back air since there are two different situations, right? Like there's order drag down is going to happen, so you will only get hit by 2 hits, or you'll get the full hits. And then he's able to time it with like a fast fall or not a fast fall. So lots of different situations there. But man, the green team is really adapting back and showing what they've learned in these last 2 games.
Oh yeah.
And this is such a big lead for the green team. But let's see what kind of ping pong game iStudying and Grex have here.
Wonderful job there. The water not quite working out.
Oh wow, that was intended as well, but didn't get the kill.
Let's see.
Oh wow, the down tilt.
Not much Ramses can pull out here.
And that should be it.
Yep. Was on time to the music, you hear that?
Wow, you're actually right. Very well orchestrated right there. But damn, if the green team keeps playing like that, this is actually going to be a really intense set.
Yeah, fantastic. But the crucial moment was at the very start, of course, that early start with a footstool, and then you had another gimp later on into the game. So the first 2 games, they didn't drop any of those early stocks, and they just happened to consistently beat them. So perhaps we'll be able to do it again, maybe at a different stage.
I do wonder what they banned though, because I do know in the best of 5 standing there is 1 ban.
Oh yeah.
But not banning FD, I find it a bit questionable since both players, Grex and Dennis, really like the stage, and their characters are really good on it as well, right? A lot of space to work with as well. Oh, another gimping attempt here. Not getting it this time, a bit too low on percentage there.
Alright. So much damage.
And Battlefield actually being a really good stage for double Corrin since they're able to pin the platforms as well.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say one pins the ground, one pins the platform, and they have so much ground to cover then, you know? And like I've talked about before, what Ramses and Space are good at is spinning one opponent in their shield and then getting a grab off of it. Which is very Corrin double team specific thing.
Of course, the team works so tight, especially after grabs. That's not going to go wrong.
So that maybe could have been it.
Greg's already fairly poor percentage, but will that be a gimp? Oh, it will
Oh,
not.
did not get the back air, but it doesn't close out the stock. So getting a lucky break there, knowing to jump over the platform. And that's really what's gonna come down to, as in the green team has such good tools to gimp Corin, but if you won't get the gimps, they'll just stay in control, since they have very good control tools, as in with the side B. Oh, and Space actually shielding there, which delayed the hit, and Gregs got hit by the forward air from iStudying there. A very unfortunate thing to happen. But Space and Ramses both approaching dead percentage.
Oh yeah, we need to get this now. And these are percentages that iStudying loves, because he can go with his 50-50s. But actually, it's already beyond that now. Ramses holding on to stock. Of course, Rage Corin very scary. And meanwhile, fresh stock on Space, which might assist him too. At least iStudying is also holding on to his stock.
And what's actually good about this green team as well, just the characters, is that Greninja actually covers the ground really well against Corin. But Lucina covers the air. So they both have their own tasks in this team. Oh, and the jab not connecting properly there because of the rage, and iStudying didn't know about that one just there. Could have been his stock.
Well, lucky break there, and now 140 on him, but full rage. Meanwhile, on Ramses, we can see that right there in that side B, even the weak hit doing so much damage.
This is so scary, the full rage scoring, man.
Easy.
It's something you want to avoid at all costs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that should be it. Or I lied. I guess it's kind of still now.
Yeah,
it's been in the still queue for a while.
He's shielding that neatly.
Oh, that counter, he went for it. Oh, and actually this is something that Corin has in teams. Her throws are able to pin, actually.
Yeah.
So that's something to look out for as well in teams.
Right, Greg's in very bad percentages. Those face stock is also gone. They really need to get this stock from Ramses.
And the control from blue team this game has just been really good all around.
Yeah. Alright, they have to separate. Let's see what they do. Alright, finally
Seems
the back
like
we'll see
I have to play. So I'll leave you alone here.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Well, I don't need good luck commentating. You certainly will play. In any case, looking fairly dire for the green team, but they have the blue ones separated. Let's see what they can do with it. Ooh, and again, that dare at the ledge. That is such an obstruction and made it far easier for Space to get out in that specific situation. I have a feeling we're going to see this end right here, but waiting for the air dodge this time, and again a clutch back air from Gregs would at least take one stock. Evening out the stocks, but definitely not the percentages. iStudying is real good at being slippery and avoiding the kills, but it's much harder for Lucina to do it. She just has this basic consistency that is easy to trap and call out, especially in doubles with so many hitboxes flying around from double court. So it's going to be hard for Gregs not to die. I still knows this and wants to hold on to his stock, but that tipper, side B almost already doing it, just eating so much damage. We're still surviving, but there goes Gregs now. It's good that iStudying held on, but an up throw will be doing it soon. Not this one yet, but perhaps the next one, perhaps with the other Corin. Looking increasingly dire for the green team. Of course, Ramses Space want to take this home. It's going to do their safe, consistent thing. Let's see if iStudying and Gregs can make some magic happen. Oh, beautiful movement there from iStudying with the up B. Going to go for a cheeky trump, but not working out. Gregs definitely wanted some kind of hard read there to take the stock, but eventually Greninja just going to get stuck jumping around in neutral, and you can, of course, call that out, as happens here. Not much Gregs can do at this point. This seems like a done game. He's going to retreat to the ledge. Oh, I'm missing the tech there, but a side B. Gonna send him right back off stage and to the ledge, and with two Corins both so good at ledge trapping, it's well nigh impossible to even get off at all, let alone take a stock and let it go. And as easy as that, a nice confirm. And our winners of doubles are Space and Ramses yet again. Doing